guys, so the other day I uploaded my spring and summer blush picks from the drugstore, and today I am doing the high-end version. So these are blushes that you have to either purchase at Ulta or Sephora or Nordstrom or MAC or I don't know, some online store where you can get high-end blushes. It was really hard for me to not go crazy with suggestions because I just have so much. So this video might be kind of long, and I'll try not to talk too much, but it's really, really hard for me to not like blabber on and on if I really love something. So sit back, grab your coffee, and let's get started with some high-end blushes. So the very first one that I'm going to tell you about is a cargo blush. I love cargo blushes. Most of my cargo blushes that I have are in different palettes that I have purchased from Sephora in the past. So I actually have quite a few of the blushes from the cargo line, but they're all in like different palettes. Now I just decided to grab my like one favorite, which I do happen to have in just a single full-size form, and this is the color Louisiana. I think this is such a fun summer color. It's kind of hard to explain. It is a mauve tan kind of color. It's really unique. It's hard for me to explain it. So there's what that looks like. This is a shimmer blush. So if you don't like shimmer, stay away from this one. A lot of the cargo blushes do have a decent amount of shimmer in them. What I really like about this one is it gives such a beautiful glow to your cheeks. You definitely don't need a highlighter after using this one. Insanely pigmented. Color payoff is great. I find that these are super long wearing, and you just get a ton of blush for your money. These are, how many grams are these? 8.9 grams of blush. That's a lot. It's a lot of blush. It'll take me forever to get through this, but just a little tip for you if you're looking for this one. So I know that cargo goes on sale quite a bit at Outlook, and I definitely, recommend keeping your eye out there. But I do know that All Cosmetics Wholesale is carrying this particular color from cargo. They don't have any of the other blushes, but they do have Louisiana right now. So if you want it, go check out All Cosmetics Wholesale. I have a feeling it's going to be sold out pretty quickly. The second blush I'm going to be telling you guys about is Benefit Hervana. This is one of those blushes that is very neutral, and it's a great one to wear on days when you don't want to like have a ton of color on your cheeks, but you're still looking for something that is seasonally appropriate for spring and summer. So you can see that there's several different colors in there. Now obviously you swirl them together and you get a very pretty, it's a lilac-y kind of purple. It's very natural. It's not going to be something that is going to like look crazy or garish by any stretch of the imagination. It's very office appropriate. It's got a matte / satin finish to it. It's hard to explain. It's definitely not completely matte, but it's not like completely satin either. It's like right in between those two. I love this blush. It is one that, like, once I finish it, I will definitely repurchase it. It's so pretty, and I just love the way that this looks on my cheeks. I actually also wear this quite a bit in the fall. It's one of those ones that I find I can get away with at any point during the year just because it's so pretty. Okay, let's talk Tarte. So I own a decent amount of Tarte blushes that I've gotten in the form of different palettes. Now, the one that I really, really like that is a great neutral, really for any time of the year, but that, like, I think especially this time of year is great, is Exposed. Who doesn't love Tarte Exposed? Now, I have it here in this Amazonian cheek and eye palette that I have, and it's, walk over here. This color right here. So it is a pinky, rosy tan color. That is such a great neutral for spring and summer. And like I said, really any time of the year. Let me get a swatch of that for you guys. It looks good on so many different skin types. I just love it. So that is Exposed from Tarte. Lorac. Okay, so I have a couple here from Lorac. Now, this first one I'm going to tell you about is actually not technically like in the line anymore, but I know that there's lots of places that you can still find these. I'll see if I can link the Lorac website down below if it's still in stock there. If not, I'll try to Google, like I'm sure you can get it on like Amazon or eBay. But it is Lorac Blush in Peach. And it's her like, you know, old school like packaging, like her original blushes. And again, this is the color Peach. As you guys may remember from my last video, peaches and like tan type colors are definitely favorites for me during the summer. This is such a beautiful, it's very soft and very powdery, but it is a beautiful peach color that looks stunning on the cheeks. It's a satin finish. It's very soft, very pigmented. I can kind of show you like just dipping my finger in there. So almost a creamy blush formula. It's so beautiful. I love the way that this looks on my cheeks for just a light peach glow. It's hard to build this one up because it is so natural, but it just looks so pretty. I am madly in love with this blush, and if I ever do run out of it, I'll definitely seek it out on like Amazon or eBay. I'm sad she discontinued this line of blushes because this was definitely my favorite of hers. The second Lorac blush is one of her baked matte satin blushes. Now these you can still find on both her website and then I believe now at Kohl's. Ulta and Sephora are no longer carrying Lorac. This is Velvet Rope. This is such a pretty color. The finish of this is beautiful. It is a satin finish blush. So not a ton of shimmer in there. Great for every day. It's a mauve-y rose color. And it's so beautiful. I love this blush so much. This is very office appropriate. I think this looks great on tons of different skin tones. My cat's rolling around and scratching the wall behind me here. Just beautiful for so many different types of skin tones, and I think this is one that is definitely worth splurging on. If you have thought about it and you've been like, it's not worth spending that much, because I think this is like 22 or 25 bucks. It's kind of expensive for a single blush, but it is totally, totally worth it. Let's talk about a couple of Laura Geller blushes. I love Laura Geller. All of her baked products are beautiful. I use her Balance and Brighten foundation regularly. Love it. But she also has really great blushes. So this one here is Pink Grapefruit. This is a beautiful summer color because it is literally the color of a pink grapefruit. Now this is a shimmery blush. But look at that like gorgeous rosy tan color. I'll be using that description quite a bit here. A lot of these have a rosy tan finish to them. I love this, and it does have several different colors like kind of marbleized in there, and it's just beautiful. You also get just a ton of product. This is 9 grams of blush here. Beautiful. I love it. This next one I got as a freebie when I placed one of my Lorac orders. My finger is starting to get stained. I think I need to pick a different finger. This is Dreamsicle. Now, this is such a fun coral, bright, just such a fun color. So it's got some coral in there, some pink, and then also some yellow, which you would think, what the hell? This is also a matte blush, by the way. So I have that here. It's so gorgeous on my cheeks. When I first got this, like I wore it nonstop. Love it. This is one that I will certainly pick up full size if I ever happen to get through this like generous sample size that I got. So pretty. Smashbox. Okay, one of my favorite blushes from the Smashbox line is this color in Paradise from the Blush Rush line. So here's the packaging for that. It's got a clear lid. So this is the color. It is a like shimmery cantaloupe. Trying to think of the best way. And you can see that I hit pan on it. That is how much I like it. I hit pan on this blush. You know I like it when I hit pan. So this is one that I drag out every single summer because it's so pretty. It is a shimmer blush, so you don't want to overdo it. But I love the glow that this gives to my cheeks. I just love it. Definitely. If you haven't tried any of these, they are beautiful. I love the pigmentation. I love the wear. Smashbox blushes really last a long time on my cheeks. Most of these products do. They definitely make it through a minimum of a work day, but this one is probably the longest wearing out of all of them that I'm sharing with you. So let's talk a few MAC blushes. So the first one, of course, it's down in my professional kit. I actually don't have one for myself, but it is Cantaloupe. Cantaloupe is a beautiful matte cantaloupe color that I believe is a pro color. So you can only get it online. And wow, you have to get this blush. It is so pretty. Go to the MAC website, look at like the picture of it. It's literally the color of a cantaloupe, but it's a matte finish. It is gorgeous on like olive complected skin. Pretty much any skin tone can wear it, but it just looks the prettiest on my clients who have kind of like an olivey kind of skin. It's beautiful. I love that blush. I actually need to go grab one for myself because I just am madly in love with it. Now I have two others. Melba is somewhat similar to Cantaloupe, so I definitely wanted to show you guys this one. This is a matte peachy color. Melba is one that is definitely readily available, so you can certainly go in store and pick this up. Now I find that my MAC blushes, I don't get like, they probably have the least pigmentation out of all of the blushes that I'm showing you. But I still like them because they go on very naturally, and sometimes that's what I want. So this right here is Melba. You can see I got a pretty decent amount of the product there. It's kind of chalky looking, but it does apply really smoothly. I really, here, let's see if that kind of helps. It's just such a pretty color. What an awkward swatch. It applies beautifully. It, I don't know. I love the peachiness that this gives to my cheeks. The second, or I guess the third one now, is Pinch O Peach, which is not peach at all. It is just pink, but it is a matte finish, and it's just a gorgeous, like bright pink. I love Pinch O Peach. It is, I would say kind of a neutral toned pink, maybe leaning towards the cool side, but beautiful for like a kind of bright pop of color on your cheeks. You do have to build it up a little bit when you're using it with a brush, but it's no biggie. It's easy to build up. I have one Kat Von D blush that I got as a 100-point perk. I actually have two of these, so that's probably the equivalent of a decent sized blush. So I'm sure I'll never actually go through both of these. But this is Bellissima from her Everlasting Face Shaper blush line. So Bellissima is a gorgeous color that is, it's a peachy color. It's got just a hint of pink in it. It's a satin finish. Sorry, I'm flipping you guys off. I've got so much going on. But it's so pretty on the cheeks. I just love this color. As soon as I saw it as a 100-point perk, like I said, I snatched up 2 because this is the one from her entire line of blushes that I was always eyeing but just couldn't really justify the price. It's totally worth the price, you guys. It is a beautiful blush, and when I run out of my samples, I will definitely consider buying this full size. It is definitely a long wearing, just beautiful satin finish blush that I just really, really enjoy. So I'm so glad that they had these as point perks because I scored. Now, this next set of blushes I'm going to show you is technically the only place you can really get it is, I think, on the Tarina Tarantino website or probably eBay or Amazon. Most notably, Haute Look. When you see it on there, I really suggest getting it. This is the Tarina Tarantino Doll Skin Cheek Palette. I love this cheek palette. It has such gorgeous colors in it. So pretty. So you've got 2 mattes, one matte, 1 satin, and then 2 shimmer blushes. These are the shimmers. This is the satin. This is the matte. Let me try to get most of this color off of here so I can give you guys the swatches. Oh, they're so pretty. I love these. Very pigmented. Love it. I love this palette. It is perfect for spring and summer. If you're looking for just like one palette to invest in that has great spring and summer blushes, this is it. I think I got this. I bought this when this was on sale on the Sephora website, and I think I got it for like 20 bucks, which is an amazing deal. But I think you can get it for a similar price on like Haute Look and stuff like that. So, yeah, this, amazing. Now, these next ones I just got in a haul, but I want to share them in this video. I'm wearing one of them today for the first time. They are 2 of the Becca blushes. I'll link the haul down below if you haven't seen that yet. In Wild Honey. Now, I'm not wearing Wild Honey today, but this is a beautiful spring summer blush. It is just a matte, it's not a matte, it is a satin finish tan color. So pretty for just a tan glow on your cheeks. I love peaches, tans, and like bright pinks on my cheeks in the summertime. Like that is what I gravitate towards. The second one, like I said, I'm wearing it now so you can actually see what it looks like. It's Sweet Pea. And, oh, I love this. I love this color so much. As soon as I put it on this morning, I was like, yes, you are. Now, you probably will barely be able to see it because it's just such a natural, like, just a natural flush to my cheeks that is so fresh, so like just everyday office, like work appropriate. I can't attest to the wear on these yet. I'm going to be doing like in-depth reviews, but I have a feeling they're going to be pretty long wearing. These are mineral based blushes, and those normally do really good on my cheeks. So the very last one I'm going to share with you is actually one that I have to grab from underneath the camera. Let's put you guys on that one. I'm going to look at tripods, I promise. It's on my list of things to do hopefully this next week. So this is the Sephora and Pantone Universe Color of the Year from like 2 years ago. I know you can still find this on Amazon or eBay. There are places where you can get this. This literally contains one of my favorite blushes of all time, and it's the color Coral over here. I really like Desert Flower as well. I'll give you swatches of both. But my true love, so the Desert Flower is on my middle finger, and then Coral is on my pointer finger. I love them both, but this Coral like matte finish blush is perfection on my skin tone. It is so pretty. I literally like, I get so many compliments on my blush when I am wearing this particular color. I love it. It is beautiful, and I'm kind of kicking myself for not picking up another one when I had the chance, but like I said, it is still available out there. Realistically, it's going to take me a long time to get through this blush. You get a decent amount of product in here. How much is in here? 5.5 grams each. So that's a lot of blush. Just for reference, the MAC blushes are 6 grams of product. So if most of you or a lot of you kind of compare blush sizes to MAC, the Becca ones are 6 grams. So yeah, this is a lot of blush. But this one, if you can get your hands on this, it's really worth seeking out. So this is not one that you're going to be like, it's not going to be like readily available. You're going to kind of have to search for it, but if you can get it, it's beautiful, especially if you like these coral colors. So those are all of my picks. There was a lot, but I love blush. I'm kind of a blush fiend. My blush drawer is getting out of control, but I love it. As you saw, I had quite a few drugstore picks and I have quite a few high-end picks, but blush is something that I think is worth splurging on. Here's what I think is worth splurging on. Eyeshadow, number one. Buy good eyeshadow. If you're going to buy anything, buy good eyeshadow. Foundation, I think foundation is definitely worth splurging on. And blushes. I think that if there's a blush that you really, really want and it costs a little bit more, I think you should get it. Treat yourself to the blush. Lipstick, mascara, like a bunch of other stuff, you can definitely like get away with buying it at the drugstore. But blush, I think it's worth splurging on. So anyway, if you guys have any questions about any of the products that I showed you, definitely leave me a comment down below and let me know what some of your favorite high-end picks are for the spring and the summer. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.